Channel, ladies and gentlemen, it's your guy L-Train. We're here with another video, so we're gonna get right to the money. Let's go. Life doesn't get any easier. You're gonna have to get smarter, stronger, and more consistent because life isn't supposed to be easy. If you have any goals of becoming successful, whether you want to be an engineer, an entrepreneur, a doctor, a janitor, if you want to be great, if you want to be successful, it's going to come with challenges. And when those challenges come, it's either going to force you to level up, stay average, or even fall behind and become below average. So people who find ways to win in life, people who find ways to become successful, they look at challenges as opportunities. So if you're feeling like you don't like your life and you're down and you're stressed and you're depressed, it's the holiday season and your money's tight and everybody's got family drama, I get it. But use those challenges as opportunities for you to get better, right? Maybe you need to start tracking your finances a little bit more. Maybe you don't need to buy this new gift for someone who you barely see once or twice a year. Maybe you need to reevaluate your habits and hobbies, all right? So if you want to level up, you're going to have to become stronger. Go to the gym more, work out more, go for walks, eat healthier, right? Read good books, take in good information, eliminate distractions, eliminate the haters. This is just basic stuff. So if you want to attack your challenges, the best way I suggest you go about it is by reps. You don't get better at playing basketball by watching, NBA on TNT or ESPN. You don't get better at playing basketball by playing 2K online. You get better by going to the gym and getting some shots up. You get better at playing 3-on-3 or 5-on-5, open runs. You don't get better at playing football by just watching Monday Night Football. You go to the gym. You go run some routes. You study the playbook. The game of life, we're all players. Are you studying your playbook of what's going to make you successful? Are you getting back in the lab? Are you getting back in the gym? Attack these challenges with reps, right? You want to be a great writer, you got to write more. You want to be an entrepreneur, you got to build that business. You got to post, you got to tell people, you got to have some new product, you got to drop that product, you got to keep going when your sales are low, when you're not even getting sales, right? When you don't have a lot of followers, you don't have a big platform, you still got to keep doing what you got to do, just one step at a time, right? And the reason why I preach this is because a lot of smart, successful people, and this doesn't have to do with how many degrees you have or your GPA, but smart people study success and they study failure. You have to do both. You got to see what's working and you got to see what's not going to work for you, depending on what you want to do and what you want to become, right? If you want to become a great tattoo artist, study what works. I mean, how many hours do they work? Maybe you just want to do the tattooing thing for a little bit and then open your own shop where you're not actually making every tattoo, but you're actually running the business, right? Because you don't want to work your job that you don't like, but you know that starting a business is difficult, right? You have to study successful people because they're also going to tell you where they messed up, where they went wrong. And if you can take good notes and you can remember and you can study the game, you have a better chance of becoming successful too. And that's just a smart way to go about it, right? You have to analyze the information, you got to adjust accordingly, and you get better. So smart people study success. Start studying success. Next thing, motivation. I get it. We all want to get motivated to become great. We all want to get motivated to become rich. But motivation fades. People who win, people who become successful, people who keep putting in the work usually find a way to win. They find a way to win in life. So don't depend on motivation. Depend on your habits. Depend on your hobbies. Depend on your goals and systems that you develop. If you want to become successful, you got to write it down. Come up with a realistic deadline of how can you attack these goals, right? And just go about them every day and track them every week and track them every month and see if you're falling behind or you're moving forward to that goal, to that destination. Don't depend on motivation. Depend on your mindset. Depend on your habits. Depend on your discipline. Right? Next thing, when life gets really difficult, because it does get difficult, we have to learn to sacrifice. And if you want a new life and you want a better situation, you're going to have new habits. You're going to have new friends. You're going to have to be in different environments, right? Because old habits, old circles are tough to break and they're tough to get away from. But if you stay there, you'll be stuck there. And it's like if you wanted to become in shape, you want to get in shape, but you hang out with people who go to the bar every Thursday night and they eat chicken wings and french fries versus someone who says, hey man, I'm gonna eat clean, I'm gonna track my macros, and on Thursday nights we're gonna go for runs, or we're gonna go for walks, or we're gonna go to the gym instead of watching the game and chugging beers and eating chicken wings on Thursday night. Who do you think is gonna have the better results of getting to that goal? It's gonna be the person who's intentional, right? So you're gonna have to get new habits. You're gonna have to sometimes even get new people around you, because if you want to be a writer and you never wrote a book and you're telling your friends and family that you want to write a book, they're going to look at you like you're crazy because you didn't write anything before. You're just a regular dude who has a regular job. Who would buy your book? What you don't know is that message, that book that you might write, can infect or influence thousands of people. And maybe it's not your first book that becomes great. It's your fourth or fifth book. But the point of the matter is you got to start somewhere. And a lot of people will talk themselves out of great situations because they don't want to do new shit and try new things. They want to do the same old things. But if you keep doing the same old things, you'll get the same results. So growth requires sacrifice, new habits, new mindset. Go get it. Last thing, when life gets hard and life gets difficult and life throws us challenges, I want you to look at this as a signal that you're about to level up. It doesn't feel like it in the moment when you're broke and you may have lost your job, or you went through a breakup and you feel like you're down in the dumps and things and the world is against you and things aren't working out. If you take a step back and you can say, this is going to make me better, on the other side of that difficulty is the level up. It's the level up that most people don't get. It's the level up that most people don't obtain because they get down and they stay down. I'm telling y'all, when life gets difficult, it's challenging you for a reason. The universe is testing you for a reason. Don't fail. Succeed. Keep your head up. Keep grinding. Stay locked in. Get stronger. Get smarter and more consistent. That's how you level up. Life doesn't get any easier, especially if you want to become successful. You're going to have more challenges. You're going to have more responsibilities. You're going to have more people hitting you up. And if you don't know how to handle those things, you're going to crumble and fold. So I'm telling y'all right now, keep your head up. Keep believing in yourself. Stay consistent. Stay dangerous. That's the message for today. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. You got Al. I'm out. Peace.